Get away! Was darf's heute Morgen sein?
What's it like in Germany?
Ach, viel Politik, was sonst? It is better to avoid it. Everyone in the Reich watches only their own interest. Die Kurfürsten most of all. And the Kaiser, who would bring Ordnung? There is none now. And what is more, there are zwei Päpste. One in Rome and one in Avignon in Frankreich. There is confusion in the Imperium now.
Tell me about where you're from. Frankfurt.
Die freie Reichsstadt Frankfurt is a huge and glorious city. Dreimal bigger than Kuttenberg. Tall steeples, rich houses, strong walls, beautiful Kirchen and große Messen. The Emperor Karl der Große himself founded it. There is no more lovely Stadt under the sun.
What's this righteous state?
Freie Reichsstadt? It means we are directly subject to the Kaiser. More rights for uns, Bürger. Better status in the Reich. Something like Kuttenberg. That is also directly under the crown. But in Frankfurt, der König der Römer is usually elected.
Große Messen? Big mess?
Nein! Big markets, like you never have seen. Not even in Prague are there such. Goods come to Frankfurt from far and wide, especially fabrics. You can find better nowhere.
My word. I'd love to see that one day.
You should. He who has not been in Frankfurt does not know what a city is. City air bringt freedom, and nowhere more than in Frankfurt.
Well, well. One town is not like another.
Genau.
How is it with your sword-fighting brotherhood?
Naja, in Frankfurt are the greatest Meister of all martial arts. Jeder weiß das. Whatever weapon or technique you can think of, wir Frankfurter know it. Glaub mir. If anyone does not believe me, I will challenge him to a duel. That is also why your King Wenzel came to us when he was looking for gute Fechter.
Are you really that good? I'm not convinced.
Doch. Glaub mir, verdammt. Some say that in Augsburg or Nürnberg there are bessere Meister. Aber they cannot match our Bruderschaft. They are good, but we are die Besten. Anyone who is a Meister in Nürnberg, he has learned from uns. Ich sage dir, Heinrich, one day the Kaiser will acknowledge our Bruderschaft as the greatest Meister in the whole Reich. And then we will teach Fechten to everyone.
A large beer for me.
Tell me something about yourself, Manhard.
So ask.
What does a master sword fighter like you actually do? I mean, apart from teaching the art, of course.
The same as here. According to the rules of the Frankfurter Bruderschaft, I travel and establish Schwertkampfschule and also see Fechter in other lands and improve my art. Sometimes I also am hired to fight a duel for someone else, or prepare someone for such a duel.
Tell me, have you ever been in a famous duel?
Yeah, I went to Lombardy to see how they are good with sword there, because I heard they have good Meister, and it is true. I crossed swords in Milan with Meister Luca Beneventi. The Prince of Milan came to watch our Gefecht, and also many of the lords there. We fought with Langschwert, sword and shield, and pole arms, and also Ringen. First in armor, then in light clothing.
My word. Did you win?
Nein, it was undecided. But the Prince of Milan gave us both fine horses and much Geld. He said he had never seen such a nice Gefecht.
Menhard, there's this one thing. before Friedrich and the rest came, I won our duel in town.
Das stimmt. Fortuna smiled on you. You would not have the same luck again, be assured. But it is true. You won fair and square. And because I am fair too, here are your Groschen.
Danke, Menhard.
Bald, mein Freund.
So,
Look what I have for you.
sing with your arm. Makeup?
Not a chance.
Horse must have cost a pretty grosh.
Ah, that's a shame.
Lucky
There's
me.
something I need.
I could use this.
You've got legs, haven't you? Go and see her then.
You know what she's like. Since the two of you had that quarrel, she turned her back on the whole family.
Now you'll learn that the church is rotten. Hear what Master Jan Hus of Prague teaches us. Priests wallow in gold. Well then... falsehoods and... indulgences condemn all Christendom to eternal torture. Can that be right? Salvation cannot be for sale. But
You
what
silly
do they
doggy.
say? Hey, and you shall be forgiven. Have you stolen? Hey! Are you the devil himself? Hey, and you shall go to heaven. The prelates found empty words. Their bellies may be full, but their
Axes,
heads are
strong!
empty. Fat asses and empty spaces where their hearts should be. They offer salvation to anyone who fills their coffers.
Eh? Clear off, but call off that dog, or I'll report you for being a public nuisance. Excellent. You made a fine purchase, good sir.
Hey, clear off, you mutt. You better call
Leave
back
it.
that dog.
Shoot! That's what I thought.
Get out!
That wasn't so hard now, was it?
Fine wares. Come and take your pick.
Tools! Iron tools! Tools here!
What can I do for you?
I need something repaired.
Sheet metal! Chains here! Iron and steel!
Right.
What do you have for sale? Word about the price.
Very well. Aye, you'll convince me with that price. Glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
Tools! Iron tools! Tools that won't make you a...
Good day, sir.
Would you repair a few things for me?
Iron wares! Knives! Rivets! Axes! Come and take your pick!
We're now open. Good morning. Come and have a look.
We're open. Fresh goods.
here.
Axes! Hands! Nails! Take your pick! All quality wares!
God be with you, my friend.
Viel Erfolg, mein Freund.
Tools! Iron tools! Tools here!
Come and take your pick.
Don't be
New
coy.
wares.
My wares will bring you joy.
Fine day for some fine wares. Come and take
Excellent. It was a pleasure. What do you need, my friend?
Show me your wares. I'd like to discuss the price.
Sure. Why not? Aye. You'll convince me with that price. You, sir. And come again. And what'll it be this fine morning?
Show me your wares. Let's talk about the price.
All right, I'm listening. Aye, you'll convince me with that price. Glad to be of help to you, good sir.
Tools! Quality tools! Sheet metal! Chains here! Iron and steel!
Good day.
Come and take a gander.
Greetings. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for here, lad. How can I help you today, friend?
Would you repair a few things for me?
Careful.
Great. Happy to be of... You're up early. What'll it be?
What do you have for sale? I'd like to discuss the price.
All right, I'm listening. Aye, you'll convince me with that price. I'm glad you found what you were looking for.
I'm sorry.
Sir.
A fine day for some fine wares.
Tools!
Come and
Iron
take your
tools! Come and take your pick. New wares.
Axes, hands, knives. You're a disgrace. This has been going on too long. Shit! Fuck!
Kommen, mein Freund. Komm herein. Wie geht's, mein Herr?
I need something repaired.
You're a disgrace. ausgezeichnet. Du hast ein gutes Geschäft gemacht, mein Herr. Leb. Was willst du?
I'll have a look at the wares.
Word about the price.
Das könnte vielleicht gehen. Aye, you'll convince me with that price. And come again.
Now you'll die.
The executioner's sharpening his axe for you.
What's the matter? Shit yourself!
Shame on you.
I'll slice you up.
Go fuck yourself!
This has been going on too long.
Why did you do that?
You'll be fucking...
Why did he do it? Hey, stop fighting!
Christ! I don't have the whole day for you!
What are you doing?
Now you'll die.
These days, no one's ever really safe. Who's lying here? Filthy vermin.
What the hell? Hey, did something happen?
Wake up!
Diese Schweine.
Gepriesen sei der Herr. What do you need?
Do they think is going to clean up after them?
What's new in the city?
Nicht viel. If you are looking for some Geschäft, you should look elsewhere.
Dann mal los. There's no end to this work.
What work do you have? I could use a few groschen.
Work you would like, but I need a sharp boy. You don't look so sharp. No, more dumb, I think.
Das sieht gar nicht so schlimm aus. Just clean up.
Appearances can be deceiving, my dear Deutscher. I've already met a few of those rough fellas you speak of, but when push came to shove, they all went lily-livered.
Well, if you say. And what of reading? Kannst du lesen?
What? If I can read? Of course.
Ach, what is written here?
Very well. That German Geldstück pours short beers and then charges for a full tankard. His whole inn smells like puke, like he himself does. And the food...
Was? What are you saying? It says my tavern is the best in Kuttenberg.
Well, that's not what's written there.
Der verdammte Schreiber. That youngster. Janek the scribbler. I wanted to hang that sign on the door. I gave him 5 beers to write that. 5!
So, what about that job?
Donnerwetter! Na gut. So listen then. We have a problem in Kuttenberg. We merchants. It's crawling with Sigismund's soldiers, who are nothing but trouble. Not long ago, they started blocking the road to Kuttenberg, and every caravan had to pay a toll. And the merchants, Either had to find a way around or raise the prices of all their goods. If you are carrying booze, you must pay. Carrying clothes, you pay. Carrying salt,
You pay, I get it. But what do you want me to do about it?
well, the other merchants and I got a pile of groschen together for whoever can rid us of these soldiers. Would you dare?
And how many of those soldiers are there?
I've never been there. But the wagoners said sometimes 1, sometimes 5. That's all I know.
And what about the city council? The soldiers don't bother them?
Nein. They just want Sigismund not to notice them, so they can keep stealing everything around here. They are like pigs im Speck. So why would they mind such a minor thing? Everybody is scared shitless these days. You want something done? You must do it yourself.
And what am I supposed to do with them? I'm supposed to take care of them?
That probably will not even be necessary. Those soldiers are guarding the road on orders from King Sigismund. They have some Geleitbrief, safe conduct. I need you to go there. Get that safe conduct and then disappear. Keine Befehle, kein Wegzoll. So, how about it? Will you help us?
Yeah, I'll help. Where can I find these soldiers?
Leave Kuttenberg through the north gate. Then take the road nach Grund. In the middle of the road, you will find a camp. You cannot miss it.
Fine. I'll see if I can talk to them.
Good doggy. Good boy.
Here you go.
Christ be praised.
Take it.
Greetings to you two.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
What will it be, sir?
I'll have a look at the wares. I'd like to do something about that price.
All right, I'm listening. I'm done haggling with you. Thank you, sir. And come again.
Gelobt seist du, Maria. You silly. Okay.
What will it be?
Show me your wares. Word about the price.
All right, I'm listening. Aye, you convinced me with that price. Excellent. It was a pleasure doing business with you, sir.
Enjoy the peace and quiet while it lasts. Sheep, madam! Chains here! I...
Thank you, and come again.
Well made, hurts.
Sure ain't easy to please.
I get a bad feeling when nothing's going wrong. Don't our learned physicians have a name of buying a robe?
I believe it's called
Maybe
board.
Great. Big and small.
If you've
Round
got- How can I help you today, friend?
I'll have a look at the wares.
What can you do, sir?
And I'll be happy to help.
Maybe next time.
I've got plenty of bloody work to go around.
God protect you.
Good luck to you, friend.
Don't be coy. My wares will bring you joy. Jugs here, big and small. Jugs for sale.
Go sniff somewhere else. You better call.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time. Honey,
Where did you get that new bench?
no other.
Ours is all
Melt
creaky
on your
with
tongue like
getting
butter.
splinters from
A
it.
fine day for some fine wares.
Keep him at your side.
We've got enough to go around.
I'll tell you.
Anything you
No
need.
fucking good at all. See? I didn't say I wouldn't contribute, but I'm not giving them a single groschen until I see cut stones, lime, scaffolding, and 20 men working their asses off.
Take care, then.
Take care.
Fine day for some fine wares. Come and take your pick. Embroidery, silk embroidery, ribbons of all colors.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Best wares on the market. Come and take a look.
What'll it be?
I'll have a look at your wares. Let's talk about the price.
Aye, I'm listening. Finally, a reasonable sum. Happy to be of service, sir. Don't be shy. Come closer.
Why
Take
the
a
long
look.
face?
Quality
I've
comes
just
today.
got this nasty premonition. What premonition? I've got a barrel of ale in here. I'm afraid it'll go bad on us. Someone should really do something about that.
Aye, I'm in a right bind.
What are you here for today?
I'll have a look at your wares. I'd like to do something about that price.
Aye, I'm listening. Aye, that sum will convince me. And come again, sir.
I apologize. If I'm whistling like that. Fun. No, I just want to be sure nobody finds out. You never know.
Take care.
God be with you. God bless you.
Was she hanging around her again?
money for repainting.
Henry,
What do you
I
think?
was wondering
do I
when
look
you'd
like a
turn up.
ninny?
I think...
Hey, my lovely. Zizka told me you found something out about Liechtenstein.
If only just Liechtenstein. I've only been here a couple of days, but I seem to know everything about this city and its sinful people. And about the Pope, the second Pope, Sigismund, Wenceslas, about the sickness of old men, the desires of young men, who I sometimes have to beat off with a stick. Simply everything. The tavern seems to be the fount of all knowledge.
Well, working in a tavern can't be easy for a woman like you.
What do you mean, a woman like me?
A beautiful woman. Does anyone harass you? Just say the word and I'll take care of it.
Ah, don't you worry, love. I can take care of myself.
But anyway, about Liechtenstein. Anything new?
Well, there might be something. One of the girls I talked to told me her sweetheart frequents some nasty alehouse. And one of the regulars there recently started buying drinks for the whole house. Which is suspicious, because this fella is practically a beggar. Goatskin, they call him. They asked him where he got the coin, and he boasted that he was spying for some rich lord.
All right. That sounds promising.
Of course, it doesn't have to be Liechtenstein, but there can't be that many rich men who pay spies. And we have to start somewhere.
That's true. And you've spoken to this goatskin fella?
Not yet. I was rather hoping you'd do it. That grubby alehouse is a bit too wild, even for me.
That's saying something. Well, trying to get sense out of drunken wretches is quite a skill of mine. Does this place have a name?
I'm not sure if it's a name, but the locals call it the Hole in the Wall.
I see the owner's got a sense of humour.
Unfortunately, I don't think it's a joke. You'll find it in Hot Prink. There's no other alehouse in that quarter.
So, goatskin in the hole in the wall. I reckon I remember that. I'll go and check it out.
Before you go, I wanted to ask. Nobody ever told me why we're actually looking for this Liechtenstein fella.
Do you remember how we were tortured in Trotsky?
That's not something that's easy to forget.
Istvan asked us about Liechtenstein, and we revealed to him that he's here. Istvan sent Eric to tell von Burgov about it. His life might be in danger because of us.
All right. But who is he and what is he doing here?
He's a young noble from Jobst's council. His family have domains in Moravia and Lower Austria. He's here to gather information about the enemy for Jobst. And judging by how important it was for Istvan to find out where he is, he's a real thorn in their side. And they're out to get him.
So we're getting involved in noblemen's schemes again. That means trouble.
I'll do my best not to get us mixed up in all that.
Sure you will. But it can't be helped. There's a war on, and we have to fight. Watch out for yourself, Henry. I have a bad feeling about that district.
You're not the only one.
I'm sorry.
Greetings to you.
going to go run into the gaffer, you piece of shits? Give it to me. It's mine.
It's yours. My ass.
The gaffer bought one for everyone. Not for you, though. Because you overslept and didn't come in to work.
Yeah, left everyone else to pick up the slack.
But you didn't wake me up.
What am I? Your mum?
I won't say it again. Give it to me.
And I won't say it again. You're getting fuck all.
Run along and have a little cry, you poor bastard. Then stop pestering us. As I recall, last time it was you who cried his eyes out.
Because you broke his nose, you arsehole.
And I'll do it again if you don't watch it.
Prepare to fight.
What's that?
Oh, hey! Stop fighting!
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp,
I'm just getting...
Fucking hell! He knows how to sword fight. Shame Stop with him. Come on then!
Hope he doesn't hurt anyone else.
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp.
I'll hack your ass off!
Nice!
This won't end well.
Stop beating him!
Yeah! Don't spare him!
You won't be able to take another one like that.
These days, no one's ever really safe.
Are you all right? What happened? Wake up!
The lads will help me get him, the fucker.
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin.
I won't tell you anything, stranger. If there's something you want to know, Shenyek will tell you. Or not.
Could you tell me more about this Chenyek?
Look, when somebody wants something here, they go and see Shenyek. I reckon that's all I have to say.
And where can I find this Chenyek?
He'll be here somewhere. He usually sits next to Hugo, our oldest regular.
Right. I'm gonna see if I can find that Chenyek. It's a good thing Mutt isn't here.
I'm a bit peckish.
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin. Do you know him?
Aye. But I reckon I ain't gonna tell you nothing.
Why not?
Because I don't know you. Although the way you're kitted out, you seem like you might fit in here.
Who are you? And your people?
Well, I'm Chenyek.
All right. But why all that horse shit about whether I'd fit in with you or not?
Look at it like this. This is a place for a certain sort of people what have their own rules. Although folk usually think we don't play by no rules.
I reckon I see now.
Grand.
How about I invite you for a drink? We'll have a beer, chat about life.
You ain't got a clue, do you? Fellas don't come to this place for booze. You cough up a bit of glint, and I'll tell you about Goatskin. But don't bother trying to get matey with me.
I hope it'll be worth it.
That depends how much that wretch is worth to you. What was it you wanted to know?
I'm looking for Goatskin. I hear he used to come here.
Aye. Thing is, ain't nobody seen him here for a few days.
But he used to come here?
Aye. He was here day in, day out. Only this time some burly lads came here and duffed him up proper.
Do you know the men who beat him up?
No. But there were some Jews among them, and that's pretty odd. Seeing as how they don't usually get mixed up in nothing.
Why did they give him such a beating? Did they say anything?
Well, Goatskin is a right knobhead. Always asking for it, he is. But I reckon this time it was about his big gob. The last week he was coming, throwing glint around. And when we squeezed him about where he got the coin, he said he was spying for some lord.
And does this lord have a name?
He didn't say. We didn't swallow his yarn about spying anyway. We reckoned he made a score and just wanted to look like a big man.
What happened to Goatskin? Does anyone know where he is now?
No word. But I reckon he's holed up somewhere, licking his wounds. Seems he stuck his nose in a wasp's nest, and he won't be sticking it out again for a while. If you're going to look for him, try it at night. You don't stray far when he's on the job. Usually between Hradek and the horse market. He goes after drunks. So I'd try asking in the local drinking dens.
All right. What does he look like, though? He can't be the only fellow who likes to relieve drunks of their purses.
God's truth. But you'll know Goatskin when you see him. They call him that on account of how he got kicked in the head by a goat as a nipper. He's got a dent in his forehead you could use for a game of marbles.
Why didn't you defend Goatskin? Isn't he one of you?
He is and he ain't. I'm no saint, but that Goatskin stepped in some nasty shit and then walked it in our door and all. I ain't saying we don't look out for each other, but there's limits, innit?
I'm sure you know the town better than me. What drinking dens are there on Goatskin's patch?
Between the horse market and Hradek, there's the Black Horse, a miner's tavern. Wayman the taverner used to be a miner, and then there's the Big Bathhouse. It belongs to some bloke called Adam. He tarted the place up big.
Any others?
None I know.
Thanks. I'll go and look for him.
I wish you luck then. He ain't the brightest, but he's got a real talent for saving his own skin. Once you're done with him, come by and see us. Seems after all you're a pretty handy bloke. We could use the likes of you.
If you've got some job for me, you can tell me straight up. So what kind of work do you have for me?
A job worthy of your skills. But first, just a little test to see that you're not as dim-witted as that arsehole Goatskin. What is Wycliffe's first thesis?
Wycliffe's first thesis? What are you...
Not a good start. Second question. Which estate has the greatest reformatory potential? If the monarch cannot bring about a reform, there is no alternative, and the fight against the Antichrist must be started by the common folk.
After our talk about Goatskin, I didn't think you'd know about these things.
You thought we were just paupers who couldn't count to 5, didn't you? But now let's see who's the pauper. Last question. Who is the rightful king of Bohemia?
Wenceslas. There's no doubt about it.
Indeed. All right. Now let's talk about the job. Maybe this will disappoint you a little, but it concerns Wenceslas's brother. It's he who will secure your place in our humble company.
From what you've said, I gather you're not spying for Sigismund. It's rather the other way around, huh?
We call ourselves the Guild. We profess the ideals of equality and brotherhood. Our only law is the Holy Bible. Worldly justice is as fickle as a common whore, yielding to those who are in power.
Justice for me or the gallows? Aren't you afraid to end up there?
Friend, One must be willing to suffer for the truth. Sigismund is a usurper. And the church and the magistrates are but a lowly horse spreading her legs for Sigismund. As long as we go against Sigismund and honour the scripture, our souls remain pure.
What if I go and tell the bailiff you're calling him a whore? Just out of courtesy, you know?
Go ahead. Perhaps you are one of the lucky ones who are not harmed by Sigismund's presence in Bohemia. Maybe you don't mind selling a piece of your conscience by ratting us out. As for me, I will go to the town hall with my head held high. But you?
Don't worry. I was just teasing you. I think the same of Sigismund. Tell me about your operation here.
We are who we are, and we do what we do. Like the early church of Jesus' apostles, in unity and fidelity to his words. I'm in charge. I plan all our missions. Goliath is the muscle. Knuckles, well, he mostly complains. But he also knows his way around locks. But we're all equal. We share the profits equally, but we don't do it for the wealth. We want to drive Sigismund out of this town.
How can I join you?
You want to join us already? I don't have to talk you into it. That's great. We're not particular about formalities. Let's just have a beer, and then you're one of us.
Here's to the guild.
To the guild! That reminds me. I'd like to throw a feast for the poor. The bigger the better.
Didn't you say you were just ordinary people with no money?
We are. And this is where Sigismund comes in. Because he's going to pay for the feast out of his own pocket.
That was a good one. How are you going to make that happen?
Me? No. You'll make it all happen. Listen carefully. Sigismund seized land down in the valley near Pach and built his personal warehouse on it, right under our noses as a provocation. There he stores fancy foods and gifts for his commanders. And for that red-bearded gob of his, sausages, smoked meats, foreign spices, and more. Fancy delicacies from Italy, Hungary, Slavonia, and all the other shitholes where he owns land. While we're eating porridge and cabbage all the time. You will steal all the food you can carry from that warehouse. And as a nice token, you will leave there... Let's see... What would you leave there?
That cabbage you said you were eating all the time?
Brilliant! Get at least one head from the greengrocer and leave it there for Sigismund. Let him eat for once what we have in our bowls almost every day. But I'm warning you right now, no violence. Don't even think about slitting anyone's throat in that warehouse. The job isn't to punish some poor sod on guard duty. Is that clear?
Got it. What should I do with the stolen food?
You'll give it to the beggars. Let them feast like kings for once. It's not hard to find poor people in the town. Just go to the gates or churches, and you'll surely come across some. There are also tents full of them in Minor Street, Church Street or Cobbler Street. When you're done, come and see me, and we'll figure out what to do next.
Sigismund will be fucking livid he can't enjoy his fine sausages. Can I expect any help from you?
If you need some tools, stop by Knuckles. That's all I can help you with.
All right. I'll head out.
Good luck.
A word about the price.
I suppose we could give it a try. Finally, a reasonable sum. Thank you, and take care.
I apologize.
What do you need, sir?
What's new in the city?
Oh, there was this bloke here in fancy clothes. His name was Johann Parler. He said he was looking for a blacksmith who'll take on any job. Why don't you go and see him? I think he said he lived in the inn, in the merchant's quarter. And that's about it.
That doesn't sound bad. Thank you, innkeeper. Show me your wares. Word about the price.
Very well.
Do we have a deal?
That's almost an acceptable price. Almost.
That's a decent price.
Glad you... Found what you were looking for, sir. What will it be?
Innkeeper, what's taking so long?
Hey, you're new here, aren't you? Has Chenyek talked the head off you already?
We spoke.
I'll give you some good advice to start with. Don't listen to his bollocks about a fairer society and the honourable struggle for a better tomorrow. It's just bullshit to mess with newcomers like you. By the way, they call me Knuckles.
It sounded pretty convincing to me.
Aye. Chenyek can sweet-talk people like no other. I mean, Chenyek talks about sharing stuff fairly and how we don't do it for the money. But you know what? It's horseshit. It's every man for himself down here, even if they say otherwise. And Chenyek just gives it such a nice polish.
Are you saying he lied to me?
More like, he didn't tell you the whole truth. I heard from friends that Sigismund has a bottle of very fine wine somewhere in his warehouse. The kind of wine that you don't often see in these parts. I have a buyer for it. So if you bring it to me, I'll give you half the coin he's paying for it.
Well, I'll stick to what Chenyek told me. I'm not complicating it by stealing wine.
Well, that's a shame.
Chenyek said you could give me some gear, too.
All that talk about equality, brotherhood. But when it comes to lockpicks, I'm supposed to give you stuff from my own stash. Here's something you might find useful.
Thank you.
Ave Maria.
Greetings, my friend.
I need something repaired.
How can I help you today, friend?
I'll have a look at the wares. I'd like to do something about that price.
Well, I suppose we can try. You'll convince me with that price. I hope you'll be satisfied. Take care.
pretty cocked up. Have to pay attention. Almost loused it up. That's one sharp blade.
Come here.
Careful.
Well, we're about half done. This is almost done.
That's more like it.
What would you like?
Show me your wares.
Thank you, and take care.
Damn it. Burning it.
All right? Done.
Well, I'm about halfway done. That should do it.
God bless you.
Halt! I'm talking to you.
Greetings to you.
Spare a few coins for a rest.
so many, yeah.
Gather round. You won't believe this. A whole village burnt to the ground. Hell on earth. Just a few days' walk from here. You have to hear this. In Silver Scallots, they say, without warning, attacked by Cuman troops. In one afternoon, they burned down the whole village, killed all the villagers, and drove the local lord out of his own
Praise
castle. You see what that ginger fox Sigismund is doing to our land? He wants to burn us all. Go home quick and start praying. Only God can save us from the foreign hordes. And give all your property to your local church. Quick, before Sigismund's soldiers seize it or torch it.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
I'll have a beer.
Blanchard, come here.
What do you need?
I'll have a look at your wares.
A word about the price.
Very well. You see, I knew we'd come to an agreement. Be satisfied. Hey.
To be enough.
I haven't forgotten anyone. In the name of Andreas Plumel, bailiff of Kuttenberg.
Aye, that'll surely piss everyone off.
Careful.
You have a kind master, eh?
Keep close to the others. It's not safe here.
Last night, a fox got in our hand.
Can I get something to eat and a place to sleep?
Aye, we've got some room left. And for how long?
I need to stay longer.
Aye, that can be arranged. If you have the coin.
Let's talk about the price.
All right then. I knew we'd come to an agreement. Anyone can sleep like a king here. And if you're hungry, some food in the pot. Have a nice evening.
Innkeeper, a beer! Grüß dich. Was willst du denn nachts noch?
Hey, Arn. Tell me something about you two.
Heinrich, it is better when you with mit Menhard speak. He speaks your Sprache besser.
You're the one I'm interested in, though. You need to practice the language anyway, don't you?
Ja, stimmt.
There you are then. So, how did you become a swordsman?
I don't want to say much. Nur Menhard has me alles beigebracht. Taught me. I was vorher working in Hafen, bei den Schiffen. Stoffe loading and unloading. Danach hat Menhard made from me an honorable Fechter.
What is it you did? What stuff?
Stoffe. They make clothing daraus. In Frankfurt gibt es a big trade mit Stoffen.
Aha. I understand. I'd like Menhard to make a great swordsman of me too.
Sei mit dir und einen guten Abend. Ein großes... Bier bitte.